Yep. You already know what it is. Southpaw Talk with Southpaw Slick. And yes, I'm going to do the second part of the video I did from yesterday, which was the pros and cons of buying WAP or visiting an escort. Now we're going to do the other side of the fence. What are the pros and cons of being a prostitute or escort, if you want to say it euphemistically? I actually had a conversation with one of my female acquaintances who is involved in sex work. She actually sells her content and herself on Snapchat. And I'm sure she has an ad somewhere on the internet someplace, I'm sure. But I know for a fact she definitely promotes herself on Snapchat. So I spoke to her last night about what are the pros and cons of being a sex worker. And I definitely got a little bit more knowledge being the prostitute and not the John. So, proceeding on, the pros and cons. First, the pros. Easy money, of course. It's easy money, flexible schedule. A lot of guys, if not the majority of men, are willing to pay for sex, whether they can get it on their own or not. And when I say on their own or not, actually running game or trying to impress a woman, trying to win her over. I'm saying both men who do and don't get laid are willing to pay for sex. That's just the way men operate. I'm saying we got to get that WAP no matter what, right? Especially if it's from a woman that you really want to smash. I'm saying a dude, if he really finds a woman that he wants to smash, he'll pay for it with no problem. Look at all these guys flying out these Instagram hoes, for example. Exactly my point. Another pro of being a sex worker is you're getting paid to do something you enjoy anyway. And when I was talking to my female acquaintance yesterday, she said that she enjoys having sex. So it's like, if I'm going to give my pussy away, basically, why not get paid for it? Why not get paid for it? I'm saying I enjoy sex and I'm getting paid. Win-win situation, right? It's kind of like with male porn stars, at least the ones that do straight scenes. It's a known fact they don't get paid nearly as much as the female models and their gay counterparts. They get paid way more, right? But you're getting paid and you get to have sex with women you probably would never have sex with otherwise. So there you go. Win-win situation. Another pro about being a sex worker is that you're your own boss. If you don't have a pimp, I'm saying you're your own boss. Once again, you have a flexible schedule. You call the shots. I'm saying the guy hits you up. You can put a certain price on it. Like I'm saying, you have all that control. So that's the pro, right? And so far, those are the main pros. Is you're getting paid to have sex. If you do enjoy having sex, you're getting paid to do something you enjoy, and you're your own boss. Those are the main pros. Now, let's get to the cons, right? First con, according to my female acquaintance, being a sex worker is dangerous. I'm saying some of the guys that you encounter, they might be crazy. They might be borderline rapists, or they'll take advantage. Some of these guys might have STDs that you don't know about, especially if you do bareback quote unquote, or raw, code name. Or you do BBJ, which is blowjob without a condom, right? But everything else is with a condom. I'm saying you still can catch something doing that. So it's dangerous. I'm saying, but definitely the men that you might encounter, they might be abusive. They might try to rape you. They might assault you during the act of having sex. I'm saying it could be any of those. If you have a pimp, that's another one that you have to worry about. You have to worry about the John and the pimp. Let's say you don't make a certain amount of money, or you don't get a certain sell, you might get smacked across the face. So it is dangerous. It's definitely dangerous. That's a con. Another con of being a sex worker, like my female acquaintance said, that she enjoys having sex, so it's great to get paid for doing something I enjoy anyway, right? But you're having sex with men that you don't find attractive. See, the thing is, being a sex worker, you kind of have to be open to everything. Now, you'll have some, let's say like ones that are like no AA, which means no African American, right? So it'll be like, I'll sleep with everybody except an African American man, right? Or what was another one that she one of her friends, she said that she doesn't sleep with guys who are Mexican specifically. Since I'm down here, that's the biggest Spanish population. And the reason being is because those are the guys that try to lowball her the most, whereas everybody else is willing to pay the set price or prices. So you're having sex with guys you don't find attractive. I'm saying whether they're short, overweight, too skinny, coming up short. That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be any of those. And you're not going to turn them down because they're a paying customer, right? Like, yeah, I don't really want to have sex with this guy, but hey, he's paying. That green's making my pussy wet, basically. According to her. So that's a con. You have to sleep with men that you don't find attractive, if you really want to make money like that. Because 9 times out of 10, the guys that are your customers are more than likely men who are the bottom of the barrel in society. You know, the sub fives, like some black pillars would say. You know, sub fives, like I said, unattractive, no swag, no game, socially awkward. You know, it could be any of those. Just an unattractive guy. Another con about being a sex worker is the reputation that you gain. Now, this is also something I didn't bring up in yesterday's video. That is a con, is the social stigma of being a John or a prostitute. That's what I'm saying. It's like, and if somebody finds out you're buying or selling, you're going to be looked at in a negative light. Like, as a man, like, you paying for pussy? Oh, you a trick? Like, you know, like, oh, come on, man. Like, oh, like real pimps don't pay. You know what I mean? Real pimps don't pay. And then with the women, oh, you a hoe, you a slut. Oh, you sell pussy. Oh, you be selling pussy for lemon pepper wings and some Jordans. You know? I actually seen that comment before. That's what I'm saying. You get shamed for it. That's it. Facing social stigma for both the John and the prostitute. Like I said, I definitely left that out yesterday that I should have threw in. But I'll throw it in now. So those are like the main cons. It's dangerous. You're sleeping with guys that you don't find attractive. You're degrading yourself for money. And you're gaining a bad reputation for it. I said those are like the main cons. I mean, like I said, there's pros and cons. But I definitely see where she's coming from. It's much easier to get involved in this lifestyle if you do enjoy having sex anyway. If you're somebody for the streets anyway, why not get paid for it? I'm saying instead of getting fucked for a slice of pizza and a cab fare, you actually get in a bag. You know what I mean? So, hey, it is what it is. Right? As I said, you got to look at it optimistically sometimes. Yes, being a sex worker, whether you're a stripper, do OnlyFans, a porn star, a back alley prostitute, a hotel prostitute, whatever the case may be. You're degrading yourself for money. That's the biggest con. That's the biggest con. You're degrading yourself for money. You're putting your health at risk, your reputation at risk, your livelihood at risk. But for some women, it's worth it. Because I get to get me a fucking Telfie. I get to get me a Birkin. I get to give you some Louboutins. Of course I'll sell that box. I'll sell that box because I'm going to get it back. But ask yourself, is it going to be worth it in the end? Southpaw Slick. I'm out.